You know, there was an accommodation that we as a people learned to make to that sort of thing. When you can't do anything about something, you make it a stepping stone for something else that makes you happy.
In black baseball, you had a business that involved only people of color. The ball clubs were African American, the owners were African American, the sites where they played were African American in the main. At that time, the only other businesses we had that was run by black people were a few newspapers and insurance companies. This is the one phase of sports that they owned and dictated how the game was to be run.
Despite the hardship of the times, the players of the Negro Leagues were becoming legends in the black communities where they played.
I didn't know anything about Major League Baseball. There was no blacks in baseball. There was no talk about blacks ever getting a chance to play in baseball. I liked Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson, you know.
The most colorful character of all was a tall, self-assured pitcher named Satchel Paige.
Now you talking about something. He ain't never be no more like him, I don't think. We used to call everybody off the field but me and him, and as fast as they come up there, he'd mow them down.
People saying that you could make the ball look like a pea. He could make the ball look smaller than anybody I ever faced. He threw hard.
I could throw pretty straight. I couldn't. I came up from down in Mobile when I was throwing rocks like you heard him say. I could throw rocks straight. I used to kill birds with rocks. There's no maybe so about it.
A Judy Johnson, a Jimmy Crutchfield, and Double Duty Ratcliffe to see him pitch a game in the morning, then catch one in the afternoon. And Oscar Owens, my favorite, 150-pounder for the Homestead Grays, who could pitch 5 innings with his left hand and the next 4 innings with his right hand, all in the same game. And don't you think people didn't turn out to see that?
The Negro Leagues provided something to look forward to in these hardest of hard times. At the depth of the Great Depression, they staged the rivalry of rivalries, the East-West All-Star Classic. Held in August each year, it became so popular that even the white press covered the game.
First year we played, we draw 19,000. That was nothing. The next year we draw 43. Then we went up to 57,000. And we packed them in.
The ladies used to come to the ballpark all dressed up like they come from church or something, you know.
I can remember how exciting it was. Yes, it was an exciting time.
And the games were always good. 2-1, 4-3, never 6-0, never 10-0. They were very, very close games.
African Americans took pride in their teams, and they were proudest when their idols played against the white major leaguers.
We played the Yankee Stadium on a Friday night and a Sunday afternoon. When I pitched against Satchel Paige, and we had 2 great ball games. They won 1, we won 1. We had over 100,000 people in Yankee Stadium for those 2 ball games.
I got to see all these ball players in action. Ted Williams and Ty Cobb, and I got to see them, and I also had an opportunity to see the Negro League players. And it said to me that here's something wrong.
Anybody played in our league could have played in that league. That's the way I felt, you know, because when we started Barnstone with them, we ran them all over the country, so much so that their commissioner stopped them from playing us.
Kennesaw Mountain Landis prohibited play between the 2 leagues because barnstorming games competed with major league games. And so the ban on admittance of blacks into the white majors continued. And to much of white America, the National Negro League remained unknown.